Alright guys, it's that time. Time for a garden update. It is Sunday. I think today is the 22nd. So, let's get it done. Alright, as you can see, my Crochet is huge. And let me show you how big, after 2 rains, some of the squash got on this Crochet. Now, I've been told they can get up to 30 pounds. So they're nowhere near as big as they need to be. Alright, so you see this one right here? Something has come over here and gnawed on these too. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and remove them. And I'll put them over here. So whatever's been gnawing on them, it can continue to gnaw on them. And maybe it'll stay away from the rest of my squash. And these are my cucumbers. As you can, I got lots of little teeny ones up there. So hopefully I'll be able to get more cucumbers soon. I got one out the other day. I gave it a jolly. But I haven't seen many cucumbers. I haven't got many out of these. This one got blossom rot. This squash. So it's just wasting energy. So it's going into my mulch over there. But that's gardening. And yeah. That one rotted. That one rotted from all the rain. The kale, I've gotten a lot of the kale out. The flowers are starting to put little heads on them. This is the sugar cane. It's growing good. You see, there's a Japanese beetle in my garden. You just get them, toss them down, step on them. That's all you can do for those. Those cabbage butterflies, we're eating enough of this stuff that we don't have to really worry about them. As you can see, I pulled up the rutabagas that were here. We're actually eating those today. We already cooked them. These beans are flowering and laying down. The cilantro over here is good. So probably in another week, I'll be picking those beans, hopefully. Put some more rutabaga over there. Put some cabbage back there. Not cabbage. My marigold over here is getting ready to flower. Not cabbage. I've been getting plenty of onions out, as you can see. Raspberries are still making. Got to come out here and pick them again today. And then once they're done, I'm going to be trimming these back because I'm going to be moving this plant. I'm going to move my blackberry plant after it does for the fall. And I'll be moving both of these plants out of the garden area and over on the fence to grow along the fence as an additional security border. The sunflowers, I don't know if you can see that. They're starting to do their thing. These squash over here, they're doing okay. My zucchini squash, my yellow zucchini squash, they keep rotting on the vine. I'm not doing much with those this year, and I don't think I'm gonna grow them again either. I think I'll stick with the crookneck squash and the regular squash. They seem to be doing great. Here's some more crookneck squash, and they're already making squash, and they're younger. They're way younger than those two plants over there. The peppers are growing okay. My sunflowers on the wall are doing great. These are the the collards that I planted over here between the peppers, and I'm stepping on one too. Yep. And I put some over here to kind of get some shade from the squash. But let me walk through here real quick. So you can see, got strawberries are starting to go up along this wall with the ivy, which is good. These peppers are doing okay. So they're it's been a slow growing year. This has been a very slow growing year for me. This weather we've had has just been wicked crazy. The cold, and then the hot heat, and then it's cool back down again. And I'm gonna be moving now that my sassafras has strong roots, I'm gonna be also moving it over onto the side of the fence line. I thinned out the rutabagas over here. Some of them we use for greens to eat, and then some of them I gave to some of my neighbors. These are the squash over here. I forgot what variety they were, but they're doing good. From the rain, the okra has probably grown about 2.5 inches. So the okra are doing good. And I have the 2 plants back here that survived. There were like 4 back here, but 2 of them didn't make it. It got just too hot for them. And then this starts with a C. What is this stuff called? Oh, God. It has real pretty flowers on it. And I'm going to be moving these. I'm going to be separating these out. And I'm also going to be moving these to come up along the fence line every year. On that part of the fence over there. So I'm going to move these over there this year. But they have really good roots now. Like I said, these straight neck squash, they're not doing well at all. That's another one. Every one of them so far has rotted. It's got about fingering size, and then it's rotted on the vine. They're not doing good at all. I don't know. I haven't seen any squash borers in this vine yet, but that could very well be the problem. It may already have squash borers in this vine. You see, there's several down there. I'm just not getting any out of this plant. And it's frustrating to put this much effort into a plant, and then you don't get anything back from the plant. So I'm next week, if these here rot off as well, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the plant up, because it's using up valuable resources that could go to something else. I could put a collard there or something in that spot. The round zucchini, which is right here, is finally producing. So yeah, this is using resources that round zucchini could use. Okay, so which one was this one? I think this is just not doing any. This is a male. I think that's a male. It's just providing cross-pollination. See, like these are doing great. These are doing great. I already got a squash off of this one. We already ate it. So that one's doing good. It's even sent out to runner. This one sent out a runner to spread in the garden. So yeah, the tomatoes are flowering. These 2 are flowering. The one that volunteered, that's the little one. See how much it's grown since I moved it and gave it its own water supply? It's doing really good now. It's doubled in size since I moved it. This is the one that volunteered, and it has some, and it's spreading out now. I'm letting it grow wild. I'm not going to cage it, since it's got room over here to go wild. So I think it's a large cherry tomato. I still don't know what type it is yet, but it might be like a large cherry tomato. I'm just letting it do its thing. It survived the winter time, so I figured, hey, leave it alone. This is, see the ants are crawling all over my sunflower. There's water in there from the storm. And now these are standing up, so that's good. I transplanted these rutabaga the other day. That's a cabbage that's over there. These peppers are doing great right here. These are my leeks. I've been healing them up, and they're doing okay. Trying to keep the weeds over here. The weeds like growing over here for some reason. The nut grass. The dreaded nut grass. But yeah. So these. And then I put some leeks. Yeah, the other leeks didn't make it. The ones I moved to thin these out. But that's the garden. The mustard greens over here, I'm not going to bother them anymore, because some of them are turnips. So I'm just gonna let them do their thing. I'm not gonna bother them anymore, and so I can get some turnips. The peas, they didn't do good this year because of late starting, but I do have some peas. They're still trying to make, even though the plants are old now. So they're just now starting to do stuff. But I don't have enough peas. I didn't have enough Plants-ified to really, I can just toss those into food that I'm cooking, just just to add a little something to it. The Chinese cucumbers, they're trellising up. I'm gonna have to put up another trellis over the top of this one because they're getting so tall. But these guys are doing great. They got flowers on them. I should have a cucumber in here somewhere. I saw it the other day. Yeah. See how they're going up, just trellising up until when they start forming, they'll hang down. They'll be easy to pick. And you will get some that form along the base as well. That's a volunteer sunflower. Well, I don't know what happened to it. There was one over here. Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be alright. I'll find it eventually once it gets bigger. No. But yeah, see how these mustards and turnips, I'm just gonna leave these alone. I picked a good fair amount of them the other day. Anyway, where? It should have been like a couple inches long. The mosquitoes are trying to get to me. Wherever it's done hiding it, it's hiding good. Oh, there it is. So yeah, these are gonna do good, I think. I think these are gonna do great. Just want them to, I want them to trellis to over here, not the other way in the garden. So I'm gently guiding it over here and pulling the tendrils over here so that it'll creep this way. Yeah. So yeah. Well, that's the update for today. It's a little windy today, which is good. It's a little overcast, which is also good. Might get some more rain showers here and there. It's the garden. It's pretty. I wanted to produce more than just greens and onions, and berries. I need to fill my deep freezer back up from before the fire. So we'll see how it does over time. Chicory, that's what it's called, chicory. So yeah, coming to fall, I'm going to be separating out that chicory and I'm going to be moving it along the fence line so it'll grow up over there. So I'm trying to plant a more bee-friendly flower border around the garden. And I'm going to move my lilies over there. I'm going to be moving all those lilies and put them actually like around the fence and around the house. So yeah, so it'd be like, that's my plan anyway. So that's it. Y'all take care.